What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Big Truck. Hey, yo, we're going to dive into this piece right quick. My boy Charles in charge, he got some things to say. I got some things to say. And then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and peep this out. Let's get this work. Hustle and motivate.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
40. And what you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
I have one 14-year-old.
One 14. You ever been married?
No,
Never married. And what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. So we got Cash Out Cleveland, 40, Scorpio, is an accountant. I'm also a 14-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I am looking for a confident and driven man who has a leadership mindset, who has a good balance of being kind but also masculine, a good sense of humor, an elevated thought process and mindset, a man whose goal it is to be a husband, not to just have a wife, but to actually be a husband.
What is your goal? Is your goal to be a wife? Would you say? Okay.
Who has a relationship with Christ and is grounded in the biblical faith, or the Christian faith. I want a man who understands the importance of discipline, who has self-awareness, and a man who prioritizes his family. I'm looking for a man who has good chemistry, that we could be friends, and a friendship within.
Is it me, or does it sound like she reading a script? I watch facial, micros, and body language. Okay.
Our romantic relationship, thoughtful, considerate, attentive, somebody who's self-aware and knows how to read the room, a man who is health conscious, and just overall cares about their not just physical health, mental health.
I love watching Kendra's facial micros and body language. It is so funny to me. You know, this woman can talk. I can already tell right now. She'll talk your ear off. Let's continue.
As well, and a man who understands the power of servant and sacrifice, and somebody who's well traveled and smell good.
Ooh, child, you got the long list. And what are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is people who want more kids, anybody who wants me to have any more kids.
Let me go ahead and stop it right here because she said a whole lot. And there's a couple of things I want to make sure we highlight and touch on. Sometimes you're too late. Sometimes you just waited too long, and that opportunity in life, it only comes around for a certain amount of time. And if you waste that time not being prepared, not being focused, and not being ready, it'll pass you by.
When an individual spends time out there in the streets, ripping and running the streets, it begins to wear and tear on you. Okay? In her case, she's been ripping and running the streets, and now it's wear and tear on her. Now all of a sudden, you want to be married. Now all of a sudden, you want a relationship. Now all of a sudden, you want this, but you didn't want that before. What makes you think, and this is being real, what makes you think that man is going to want you when that man has options?
It doesn't matter how much work you've done on yourself in the future. It doesn't matter how much you've grown. It's too late. That's true with everything in life. Sometimes you only get one shot. And once that time goes by, you don't get that same opportunity again. And so we're dealing with a woman here who, she's 40 years old. And she's still speaking like she's a 25-year-old woman in her prime who has leverage in the dating market, and she doesn't. The best thing she could do right now is just be realistic. And so she's a 40-year-old woman with a child, 14 years old, who wants a man who's going to prioritize family, but also wants a man who doesn't want to have children. Why would a guy sign a contract to his disadvantage where you can leave whenever you want, and it literally has no benefit for him in any category? He don't even get the family. He don't even get access to your womb.
that man is coming into an already made family. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've learned. You know, what benefit does it serve that man? Or would it serve that man? What benefit would it serve him? See, when a man comes into an already made family, okay, that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot that man would have to take in. When you start talking about a man of good value, especially a man that have options, I'm sorry, sweetheart, that man is not going to choose you. And that's the hard reality truth that a large number of women don't want to face.
A woman's not meant to be a wife, especially once you've allowed so much time to go by and you haven't become one. It's okay.
And you've allowed so many men to go up in you. Some women are not marriage material. Some men are not marriage material. And it's okay.
Who does not have a relationship with Christ, lack of self-awareness, lack of discipline, no sense of humor, and somebody who's not like rational, has a rational thought process, bad hygiene, and I think this goes without saying, cheaters and liars, and somebody with a temper.
Okay. And should he look a certain way?
Not necessarily. Just like I mentioned, like somebody who has cares about like their physical health. So just somebody who like takes care of themselves and takes pride in themselves and their appearance. So not necessarily looking a certain type of way, but those characteristics will just like make you show up a certain type of way.
Do you take care of yourself? We talk about outer and inner beauty. What's your outer beauty look like?
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I don't want to. It's not a certain dollar amount that they should make, but they should.
Okay. My man came with the Instagram pics. Okay. She not bad at all.
So they should be financially sound and have disposable incomes with whatever your situation is.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Yeah, going to the light. Okay, she got a nice wrap.
Oh, great
Turn
shade.
around. Okay.
Thank you.
Big
I'm
Daddy like
gonna
what he
keep you
see.
here on the app because we beta tested. But
Okay.
why you don't want to go on social media?
Oh Lord, Kendra.
No, it's okay. Listen, I mean, you look good, but I definitely here's the deal. I'm not gonna force you.
I give her credit. She takes care of herself. Once again, we talk about outer and inner beauty. But it still doesn't take away from our point in all of this.
The comments, I mean, one thing I'm gonna tell you, the comments gonna talk about your list. So if you want to stay here, it's fine. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I put you on social, they're gonna say, "Dang, her list is long."
But you know what, Kendra, I don't ask for anything that I can't offer. And I know we're gonna get to this question, but I just feel like that I have a lot to offer. And
like when I hear a large number of women say that, I'm waiting. I want to hear, like what? What do you have to offer? What do you have to bring to the table of a relationship? All of those things work together. Okay, let me highlight that. Gotta highlight that. I'm waiting to hear, what is it do you bring to the table of a relationship? What do you have to offer a man in a relationship?
Ask for anything that I can't.
Okay. Well, that's there you have it.
So what? That's the bare minimum. You doing the things that you're asking the person who you want to be with to do for you is the least you can do. It's about being able to offer the things that he's asking for. That could be very different from the things that you're asking for because he's a man and what he's looking for in a wife is going to be different than what you're looking for in a husband.
When a woman says, I have a lot to offer, but doesn't go in detail, to me, that's a concern. You coming with wants, he's coming with needs. And if those two are not communicating with each other, it's a problem. A man should not be in a relationship with a woman that brings the bare minimum. Need to bring equal. A woman can't tell a man in detail what she brings to the table in a relationship that's going to serve him. Then she's already disqualified.
I never tried to go on the Instagram one just because, like, I'm so shy. Like, I'm so nervous right now.
Okay, we're gonna keep you in the app because I ain't even gonna hold you. If I put you on social right now, it's gonna be a lot. So if you shy, it's fine. We'll stay right here. This is a safe space, and this is another reason I can already tell how many people are willing to join. And this is what I love the most because I do think what happened is what started off so pure got jaded by the internet. Right? When was your last relationship?
It ended last year.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last year in July.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Well, one is a cosmetic flaw. I want to get rid of my gap.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Didn't I say she was reading a script? I heard that page change. She flipped that page on that tablet. Okay.
I have low tolerance for like certain things, like, so I'm trying to have more patience in that area. And then I can be picky. Well, I won't say picky, but I could just be like a little probably over selective. So just trying to relax some of those standards.
A large number of women do that. They are so picky that they miss out on their blessings. There's nothing wrong with being picky, but when you're too picky, come on now. No one's perfect. No man, no woman is perfect.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Here we go.
Because I feel like I'm definitely ready to be a wife. Like, I'm ready to put a lot of the things that I've been learning and researching into just believing in general into practice.
Bullshit. When I hear a woman say, I feel, start things off with I feel like. Okay, you're coming from an emotional place. It should be straight to the point. Why would a man choose you? Because I bring love, peace, substance into a relationship. I'm a team player. It's not coming like that, like straight from the hip, straight from the heart with it. Nah.
Just hearing her say that line right there after we know everything we know now about her sounds absolutely wild. For her to be 40 years old, 14-year-old child, wants a man who doesn't want to have children. And she's saying, I'm ready to be a wife. Absolutely wild. And I think a fair question to ask her would be, why weren't you ready 5 years ago? Why weren't you ready 10 years ago? Why weren't you taking dating serious at a stage in life where you had more to offer a man? You would have been more open to offering that man your womb and actually having a family, the thing that you say you want him to prioritize. Why is it now that you're 40 and finally now you're ready to be someone's wife?
I know that I am a good partner and a helpmate in like every sense. I'm not combative, but I will hold you accountable. I've done the work to understand who I am, and I'm secure in who I am.
How does a man know that? Are you willing to prove and show to that man that you are willing to put in action everything that you are saying?
I'm like completely, I feel like I'm like just like at peace. So that's something that I would be able to offer who I'm in a relationship with. And I'm fun to be around.
Ooh, I love it. What's the age range you would date? You're 40.
35 to like maybe 46.
Okay. So we got Cash Out Cleveland, 40, Scorpio,
35.
is accountant, mom to a 14-year-old, never married, ready to get married.
Yes.
Okay, she's ready to get married. All right, so we're inside the app, so we only got to do contact information. But tell it to the people. If you can't, now you should be able to see her profile. name. Click on her picture, and at the bottom is her username, and it will bring you to her page. Thank you for being here and being a beta tester.
Thank you for having me. Bye, Kendra.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
The illusion is always real. Let me know what y'all think. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Share your thoughts. Let your soul speak. Subscribe to the channel, The King's Table. Right back at you. Somebody take me